Last time on What If Sonic, our jerk of a hero, Sonic, had stolen the Master Emerald for his own power trip. Believing the Master Emerald to be just like the set of Chaos Emeralds, he assumed it would also have 7 variants. So, Sonic searches for more Master Emeralds to become the most powerful hero in the world. Knuckles, being outmatched, joins forces with Dr. Eggman, and despite the Doctor's ulterior motives, the duo plan to take the Hedgehog down. Dr. Eggman motions to a tall, lengthy, yet fortified machine. Its eyes glow red as it steps out of the shadows. It's Mecha Sonic, sporting some different design choices than canon, with its black arms and legs, as well as ear piercings.
Behold, my greatest creation, Mecha Sonic.
What is that?
The robot that will both rival you and take down Sonic.
Knuckles eyes it up and down, feeling unnerved by the machine, but also curious.
Why'd you make it look like Sonic?
It's the latest in my line of Sonic robots. Machines I make to hopefully rival that menace.
I can't believe you faced Sonic so many times.
You don't know the half of it. Besides, making Sonic stand toe-to-toe with the robot that houses his likeness really gets on his nerves. It's amusing to get under the skin of that egotistical maniac.
Well, looks are one thing, actions are another. You sure this thing can rival my power and keep up with Sonic?
As I said before, all I need is for you to provide me battle data. I'll provide you some dummy robots to fight, and I'll analyze your tactics. With data like that in this strong of a machine, it'll give that hedgehog a run for his money. And you soon enough.
Huh?
Never mind. Just meet me back here when you're ready for our tests. After the battle data is ready, we can begin to form our plan of attack and recover your emerald.
Now you're speaking my language, Doctor.
Whilst the duo plans their next moves, we cut to our opposing duo, Sonic and Tails. The so-called hero and his sidekick have been traveling Angel Island, thoroughly looking for more Master Emeralds. Despite their useless search, they've covered a lot of ground, arriving in the shivering ice cap zone. With the crystalline caves this zone holds, Sonic thinks there has to be some emeralds here. The Hedgehog is very chill, no pun intended, thinking Knuckles must be gone for good. He gave him quite the beating after all. As he and Tails search, they still find nothing, which makes Tails drum up his concerns.
Sonic, I know you insisted there were more of those Master Emeralds, but we haven't gotten a trace of any others. Are you sure there are more?
I gotta say, we've had no luck. No thanks to that knucklehead distracting me. You might be right, but then again, I'm always right, so I'm not gonna throw in the towel for power yet.
Tails sighs at being dismissed once more. To make things less boring, he tries to talk to his hero. Things have been rather tense since Marble Garden.
Sonic?
Yeah, Squirt?
What are you gonna do with the Master Emerald when we leave?
I already told you, doofus. I'll keep it safe. Safe in my hands.
But like, are you gonna use its power? Like you said you did with the Chaos Emeralds.
Well, yeah, to be the most powerful person on the planet. Oh, that power. I mean, you know, to protect people, of course. There's no purpose lying up here. It's much better suited to my awesome hands.
Yeah, you're right. You're the best, you know.
Duh. Like saying the sky is blue.
After this exchange, the two continue wandering the icy mountains and crystalline caverns. Little did they both know, they'd be in for some surprises soon. Back with Knuckles and Eggman, Knuckles had finished providing his battle data for the Doctor. Soon enough, Mecha Sonic will be ready to be deployed. Knuckles will finally get his Master Emerald back, but of course, his stubbornness would make him restless in his wait.
Glorious, Knuckles! Just glorious! With all this battle data, Mecha Sonic will be unstoppable.
It's not a problem, Doctor. Anything to knock that hedgehog down a peg.
Of course! Now if you'll excuse me, I have one last thing to work on.
Wait, Doc.
Eggman stops in his tracks, annoyed to have to answer another one of Knuckles' questions, but intrigued nonetheless.
I know you have a plan and all, but please, let me go one last time to fight Sonic. After all that training, I feel like I can overpower him.
You lack patience, my friend. But I'll amuse it. Under the condition you take a group of badniks to assist you. I can't have you injured and out of commission when things go wrong.
I won't fail this time.
Whatever. One other thing. Help me test out a new mech during this little skirmish of yours.
Fine, if it makes you feel better.
Ignoring the statement, Eggman continues.
I'll be leaving this dull place after I finish some things. Make sure to meet back with me at my space station. My robots have constructed a large launch base around the crash site. When things go wrong, we'll need to stand our ground there. I cannot afford to let Sonic run amok and stop the launch.
Alright, Doc. I'll win this time. That hedgehog's not gonna jump on me.
Knuckles, still hungry for more battle against Sonic, storms off with a small group of badniks coming to join him, confident he can win this time. Eggman simply scoffs at this foolishness. He knows that with Sonic abusing the Master Emerald, Knuckles stands no chance without his help. Whatever happens, Knuckles is determined. With that, we cut back to Ice Cap Zone, where Sonic is running around a large ice lake and Tails is keeping a lookout, both continuing their search, when the fox notices something.
Sonic, hurry! You need to come here now!
This better be an emerald, runt. We can't waste any time.
Both look up in shock as dozens of buzz bombers are flying in the distance, like a flock of birds. They're huddled together surrounding a circular mech with large arms. Sonic and Tails brace themselves as an armada of robots approach them.
Sonic! Those are Robotnik's robots! I thought you said he died when you took down the Death Egg.
That's impossible! That lame-o survived the crash? I'll make him regret ever letting me know that. At least I can humiliate him again. He'll be put through hell.
Sonic feels conflicted. On one hand, he was so satisfied to see the Doctor fall, but on the other, he also missed taking the wind out of him, and gaining attention from taking him down. Despite his thoughts, the Armada lands down as the mech in the center approaches Sonic. It's Knuckles, piloting the Big Arms mech. The Red Guardian shouts at Sonic, ready to spout more at his enemy.
You're in for it today, Hedgehog. Hand the Master Emerald back. Leave my island. And never return. Otherwise, I'll make sure to show you how much of a mistake you made messing with me.
Not you again, bozo! Working with the Doctor now. Takes a loser to know one. How pathetic.
Quiet! I'm simply leveling the playing field, you wimp.
Wimp! Screw off, you red wuss! I'm gonna rock you.
As the robots close in, Sonic stances for battle, as Tails begins to back up, nervous.
Sonic, what are we gonna do?
Stand back.
Sonic dashes forward, and in the blink of an eye, takes care of all the buzz bombers surrounding his vicinity.
Take care of the rest, Squirt. This brood is mine. You're going 6 feet under.
Feelings mutual, you porcupine.
Alrighty then. Think fast, knucklehead.
Sonic pulls his eyes down and motions his hand in a rude gesture. Knuckles within his mech charges forward as Sonic starts running back in the direction of where he and Tails left the Master Emerald. Knuckles sees this and aims forward.
No you don't, Sonic!
The Echidna directs the mech's hands and grabs onto Sonic before he can leech off the power of the Master Emerald and chucks him away. The Echidna then gives chase as Sonic gets out of the snow. The Hedgehog counterattacks back as Knuckles tries to maneuver the machine, but struggles. Eventually, it gets too much for him, and Sonic spins through it, destroying the mech after much fighting. Knuckles jumps out, ready to fight his way.
You're only doing me a favor. That mech wasn't really my style.
What an idiot.
The two begin a physical battle once again, with Knuckles quickly overpowering Sonic due to the Big Arms fight earlier. Sonic quickly notices and attempts to escape to get more power from the Master Emerald. But this time, Knuckles won't let him. Not even fighting dirty is letting him out this time.
Give it up, Sonic. This is what you get for pushing me.
Shut it!
With the Hedgehog grappled by Knuckles, who is showing no hint of faltering, Sonic regrettably swallows his pride and shouts for Tails as a last-ditch effort.
Hey, Pixel Brain! Get me my emerald!
Tails looks over, and while conflicted for a second, grabs the emerald, bringing it to Sonic.
No! You can't!
Knuckles, now distracted, gets elbowed by Sonic as he meets up to Tails and grabs the emerald out of the fox's hands before powering up. Sonic is fully rejuvenated once more and laughing maniacally. The Echidna knows he can't answer to this and starts running back. If he can't win now, he needs to at least have enough stamina to face Sonic at the launch base.
Get back here, you red bastard! You aren't getting away this time!
Sonic runs off and makes chase after Knuckles. The Echidna, having no choice, leads Sonic into a dark cave and hides in the shadows, hoping to lose the Hedgehog. Both begin a game of cat and mouse as they roam the caverns. Soon enough, the air becomes thick and quiet. Sonic, cooling down a bit, decides to banter, both not knowing where the other is.
So, why'd the doctor give you his toys, huh?
To aid me in getting pests like you off my island, and to get the Master Emerald back.
You're an idiot if you think I believe that's the whole story. The doctor isn't some kind-hearted hero.
Of course a villain like you would say that, if it'll satiate you. And I'll tell you I'm assisting him in launching his space station back up. The one you so mercilessly wrecked, from what I was told, cause you're insane.
That's what he told you, eh? Well, it was certainly exhilarating. The doctor is a loser. A nobody. Then again, so are you. So, it makes sense why you'd help him.
I'm done with your nonsense.
Right after saying this, Knuckles appears from the shadows and strikes Sonic before dashing back and flipping a switch, causing the floor to fall from underneath him. Knowing Eggman's plan is now his only way of victory, he heads back to assist him. With Sonic losing Knuckles in these caves, he too heads back out. Bitter at his rival getting away, but also motivated to find out where he and the Doctor were housing themselves. He's gonna tear whatever's left of the Death Egg apart. After reconvening with Tails, he's now more motivated than ever. Screw some useless emerald hunt. He's gonna beat down on the Doctor's plan once again. The two head off and quickly arrive at the launch base, after seeing it from a distance in Ice Cap. Knuckles also reconvenes with Eggman, minutes away from Sonic storming the base.
If the Master Emerald is as powerful as you say it is, then Sonic might try and absorb all of its power. Not just the small spurts you said he did. I saw how powerful and crazy he became with the Chaos Emeralds. If the worst comes true, then you and Mecha Sonic will need to use the emeralds, just like he did, as a last resort.
I understand. Anything to get the Master Emerald back.
Eggman then mutters to himself,
Let's hope you don't go crazy too.
With little time left, the duo finish up their preparations as Sonic and Tails are over the horizon. The Hedgehog speeds his way onto the base and makes quick work of almost everything. Laughing and taunting every which way, he tears the outer areas of launch base apart and asunder. Sonic is thrilled, and lust for the chance to humiliate Eggman once more. Tails falls behind, holding onto the Master Emerald, as the world's most powerful person is finally halted. This jerk is confronted by Knuckles and Eggman, with a robotic figure behind them.
Well, well, well. What do we have here? The two bozos working together. It's a bozo bargain sale up in here. Buy one, get one free. Well, with all trash, it's time for you both to be taken out. Long time no see, you pitiful little pincushion. Not long enough, though. I've done what you did, and made some allies. Allies that'll stop your rampage, you vile villain. Still on this villain spiel, huh? When are you gonna get through your empty head that I'm the hero here, not you? If you insist upon yourself like that, then why don't we cut to the chase and let me crush you? You would be speaking my language if you didn't lie through your teeth about crushing me.
He won't be doing the crushing. We will.
After saying this, Eggman motions to the figure behind him. The menacing Mecha Sonic walks forward, its single red lens glowing. The robot stances next to Knuckles, the two side by side.
Copy robot number 3? You're starting to piss me off with your obsession, Doc. How pathetic. Just like the rest, I'll make this thing scrap metal. Mecha Sonic, be ready. Your objective begins now.
Alright, Tin Can. Think you can stand side by side with me? If so, then let's beat this rat.
Mecha Sonic nods to Knuckles and his creator before facing the Hedgehog who inspired his creation. Tails cowers behind Sonic, nervous for the incoming fight.
Do you need me to help, Sonic?
Back off. Don't let them take the emerald, and stay out of the way.
Tails stands back, complying, as Sonic stances forward, letting out a teethy, malicious grin.
Alright, Knucklehead and Robotnik. Try and stop me!
And that's where we're leaving things for right now. Just kidding. Sonic revs up and boots on forward, with Knuckles charging ahead and Mecha Sonic igniting his thrusters in response. The two sides collide in a clash of fury as the battle for the Master Emerald and the fate of the world has begun. Sonic immediately elbows Knuckles before spinning into Mecha Sonic, sending the robot flying back. He then continues his onslaught by grabbing Knuckles and kneeing him over and over. Mecha Sonic quickly gets up, to Sonic's surprise, and flies forward, grabbing his rival and tossing him in the air before launching a chest beam. Mecha Sonic quickly helps Knuckles recover and assists the Echidna by launching him up. The warrior glides into Sonic and then dives down, putting the both of them in a crater. Mecha Sonic then rushes forward, grabbing Sonic by the head, giving a menacing stare. Not wavered a single bit, Sonic kicks his robotic replica in the face before getting down and kick sweeping the robot off his feet and then grabbing it by the legs. Seeing Knuckles rushing forward, he spins Mecha Sonic over and over before launching him into the Echidna, sending the two flying back.
Watch it, Mecha. We can't afford any mistakes with this guy.
Ready to give up yet, losers?
Not a chance.
Knuckles drills into the ground while Mecha Sonic flies up. Sonic, now split between the two, is caught for a loop as Knuckles reemerges behind him and starts hitting down on the Hedgehog. Sonic initially takes hits from the Guardian before getting enough strength to consistently dodge. Before Sonic can make a heavy counterattack, some beams start shooting down at the two. Mecha Sonic from the sky aims energy balls from his chest down at Sonic. With Knuckles so close, he'd have to dodge carefully. It's a risky maneuver, but it pays off as Knuckles begins wailing on Sonic while the Hedgehog keeps getting hit by blasts. After Sonic is worn, Mecha Sonic flies down and grabs the Hedgehog, flying across the battlefield. The robot flies forward into a wall, pushing Sonic right onto it. He finally lets go as Sonic falls down, weakened and bruised. Tails watches, horrified at seeing his hero beaten down. Knuckles looks satisfied and proud, while Mecha Sonic stands above, crossing his arms. Sonic, desperate for a quick energy boost, yells at Tails.
Tails! Give me that emerald now!
I'm on my way, Sonic!
Stop!
Tails flies forward, carrying the Master Emerald, with Knuckles charging back to intercept. Knowing Tails won't stand a chance, Sonic quickly kicks his mechanical double, and with the last of his strength, runs forward, as fast as he can, and spins into Knuckles, sending the Echidna tumbling back. Sonic then puts his hand on the Master Emerald, instantly getting a boost of power. He smiles as he feels a rush of adrenaline and charges a spin dash into Knuckles before drifting around and hitting Mecha Sonic too. The duo, now back to back once more, charge forward, attacking the Hedgehog. Sonic ducks and dodges some attacks while getting hit by others and dealing blows in between, just as Knuckles and Mecha Sonic do the same. Sonic knows that he can't do this forever. He'll be back to being exhausted soon enough. He needs to play dirty, reckless, and desperate. Sonic backs off before taunting the two to come at him.
Alright, hunk of junk, come at me! Prove you're not another useless Metal Sonic. Same with you, you failure of a Guardian.
The duo come at him, falling for the Hedgehog's bait. As he launches a blue tornado, the two are swept up and briefly immobilized. With this little time, Sonic runs at Tails and grabs the Master Emerald off him before he stands on top of it, attempting to get enough power to emulate the level all 7 Chaos Emeralds gave him. He screams as power begins to flow through his vein, and chaos energy consumes him. Knuckles sees this and starts yelling at him to stop.
Stop it! Now! With that much power, you could kill all of us!
Sonic ignores this and continues digging deep into the ancient emerald's power. Knuckles charges forward, but it's too late. Everyone falls back, seeing a golden yellow glow consume the battlefield. Even Eggman, who's occupied trying to launch the Death Egg, sees this. The light recedes, as Sonic now stands, glowing a brilliant yellow, with undertones of a demonic red. His eyes spiraled, spikes rigidly pointed up, and teeth sharpened. He lets out an evil smile. Supersonic has returned.
It's good to be back.
Everyone looks at this, flabbergasted. Knuckles is completely horrified, frozen with fear and contempt. Tails steps back, scared and confused at what his hero has become. Eggman watches from afar, seeing the familiar glow, quickly turning around to prepare something. Even Mecha Sonic falters for a second, putting up a defensive position. Supersonic, after flying up, suddenly releases all his energy in a burst, sending everyone back. From the dust clouds, he launches up and zooms forward at Knuckles, spinning into him before launching him up and grabbing him, ramming the Echidna into wall after wall. His rampage has begun, and that's where we'll be leaving things for right now. Supersonic is back with vengeance. Can Knuckles and Mecha Sonic hope to defeat this menace? Find out next time on What If Sonic.
And don't worry about a long wait. Part 6 is already being worked on, so it'll be up before you know it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more if you want to. And as always, thanks for watching.